Look, mate, it's trade deadline day. Just get me somebody, anybody who can close out a friggin' game and I'll be happy. Yes, I'll trade Quan, that's fine. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Detroit Tigers. Season 3, Episode 6 today, and we are facing the Kansas City Royals. Now, we're back a game earlier, so we didn't have to watch the Grom pitch again. So yeah, with one less game than I said, but here we are, and there is a little bit to catch you up on. We did do a trade on deadline day, so let's get the injury out of the way first. Xavier Edwards has injured himself, intercostal strain. He has, 6 weeks in total, 3 more weeks to go, so he has dropped out, and Workman, who we saw in spring training, has come back in. I'll show you him once we get to him, but a bit of a loss as he's been doing okay for us as old Xavier Edwards, so disappointing to lose him. But about this trade that we did, now the man that we've given up is Stephen Kwan. Now we needed a closer, just for my sanity, we needed a closer. I was willing to give him up. If we have a look at how he did for us, he was okay. He was doing okay. He was batting 260, on base percentage just under 300 for us, but he had a negative WAR. He wasn't really what we wanted. He wasn't a great first baseman, and he wasn't a great center fielder either, and we already have left and right fielders, so I was willing to give him up. And the player that we got, please Jesus, let this be the man that closes out games for us for the next 10 years. Will Klein, as was said, the trade was with Kansas City, and well, if those attributes are how it plays out, then we've got ourselves our closer, don't we? I'm not too concerned about the control. He's just got to throw the ball hard and semi-accurately. This is his career so far. He had just broken into the majors with Kansas City. He had thrown 4 innings, and he's yet to give up an earned run in Major League Baseball. So long may that continue. Though I said that about Ferguson, and look what happened last game. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you've had any experience with him, I'm just really, really hopeful that just close games for me, mate. Please, for the love of everything sacred, just close some games. That has meant a change, or sort of a jig around of the bullpen, or just of the pitching staff in general. Miser has come into the starting rotation. Now, Alcantara is injured. He had sort of a 3-week orange injury, for lack of a better term. So I just put him on the DL or the IL for that time. Miser moves into the starting rotation. Klein becomes the closer. Vesiev moves into the setup role, and Holden Powell just drops into middle relief. And that was sort of the best way, I think, to rejig everything. Holden Powell, he doesn't tend to do well on YouTube, but to be honest, he has done okay, generally speaking. So just a bit shy, maybe. So that was everything there. And you can see everybody's numbers are more or less to our liking, except perhaps a couple of the starting pitchers, one of them being Matt Manning today, who we'll see. And the hitting side of thing was, as I say, Workman that came in to replace the injured Edwards. And the man that came in for Kwan is Mo Hampton Jr. I did decide that we would give him the chance. Now, he's not necessarily going to start at center field. I've sort of got him in as a defensive sub. Just until we completely sort out what I want to do, but let's hope he does well. And Workman, this is him here. He's should be a solid baseball player for us in the majors. We'll just have to see. He'll have at least until Edwards comes back, and then we can make adjustments where needed from there. So let's have a look and see how the games have gone for us, and we can see if we go back. We've won 13 of 23, which is a win percentage of .565. Now we left off, of course, game after the All-Star break here. We split the rest of that series with the Twins, so we did win the series 2-1. Then we played Baltimore. We won 3 of 4 there. Bit of a disappointing one to lose to Baltimore, but it can happen, can't it? And in game 4 of this series here, you can see that, we got a lot of the runs done early, but Workman, he led off the batting, and his first at bat, it was a home run. So excellent stuff from him there. And the pitching, maybe not too much to write home about, but Marley did fine. He got a win, so that's his 10th of the season. So that meant then we went and played Boston, 1-1, lost 1-1-1, so we won that series, obviously. Colorado didn't go quite so well. We won the first game, but lost the next 2. Then we played the Angels. We split that series with them. It was a tight series, especially the 2 that we lost, extra innings and a single run. So maybe consider ourselves a little bit unlucky not to actually win that series. Kansas City, we went to Kansas City. We won game 1 quite comfortably. They scraped past us in game 2. And if we go and have a look here over the page to game 3, it was extra innings, and we did manage to get that one. Then we played the Yankees. We lost the first 2 in the series. Now, would you believe in the second game here, we were 6-0 up after the first inning and lost the game 9-7. They scored 7 in the second inning. So, yeah, it was just one of those that just didn't quite go to plan for us. Marley didn't have a good day on this occasion. The rest of the bullpen did absolutely fine. But, yeah, if you missed the first 2 innings, you really did miss most of that game. So, yeah, get to your seats early. And then we played the game 3 there, and we managed to win a high-scoring game. And then the first game of this series against Kansas City, again, we scored runs, we won the game, which is excellent. If we go and have a look at the overall standings, you can see we are 6.5 games back, so we've cut the gap to the top of the division, and we are currently in the wild card places, a game and a half ahead of the Angels, behind the Mariners and the White Sox. So we're in a decent position, and we have a look at some of our players that we have here that are leading. Louis Garcia, just quietly having a very good season, 3rd in batting average. Cabrera, 2nd in runs batted in. Edwards is 2nd in stolen bases. He will likely fall down a little bit. And it won't shock anybody to know that we have absolutely no one in the top 3 of any categories in pitching. And considering we have DeGrom and what he did last year to win the Cy Young, that's both disappointing and surprising, I would have thought. So that is everything caught up on. We've got a game against the Royals. We've got Matt Manning on the mound. Let's see if we can push that gap out to them to 7 games. All right, so we can see the lineups here. The matchups look okay for us, don't they? So Amaya leads us off at second base. It is Louis Garcia batting second at third. Riley Green bats third in left field. Austin Meadows is back for this one. He is a designated hitter batting 4. Torkelson at first base bats 5. Cabrera in right field bats 6. Tommy Edman, the shortstop, bats 7. Pinango in center field bats 8. Dillinger is the catcher for this one. Trevino just needs a rest, so he bats 9. And it's Matt Manning up against Jonathan Bowland for them. Now, we actually win this pitching duel somehow. He has an ERA, though. He's an 8.7 record, which is better than Manning. He has a 4.45 ERA, which is better than Manning. He has a whip of 126, which is better than Manning. And he strikes out 7.3 batters per 9 innings, which is better than Manning. So he also walks less batters. So I'm not quite sure how we win that pitching matchup, but let's hope that works out in reality. All right, so welcome to Detroit. Nicky Lopez will lead them off, batting .247 this year. And is Matt Manning going to issue a 4-pitch walk to start things off? Honestly, this team is taking years off my life. Let me know what you think of the trade. We did lose I'm not sure if he was a leader or a captain or whatever it is with Kwan, and it is a 4-pitch walk. Michael Conforto, formerly of the Mets, of course, batting .275 this season. And that is popped up. Cabrera's there. Makes the catch. 1 away. Yeah, so we did lose a little bit giving up Kwan as Bobby Witt Jr. comes in, but I just feel, like I say, I just feel like we just need to close out games. And if Klein comes in and does that, then I'll take losing someone who was ultimately just a bench player for us anyway. Nick Prato will come in, 2-out runner at first, batting .233 this season. He gets tied in a nut by Manning. And in the end, he's done quite well in that inning there, just to lead it off. Okay, so Amaya now batting .225. He's got a slightly better on-base percentage than that would his batting average would suggest. But none of that's going to be improved by getting struck out. In now will come Louis Garcia, batting .312, moved up the order, and Garcia lays down a bunt. Why is he bunting? He's the slowest man alive. Honestly, Altman, sometimes he does strange things. It brings Riley Green in, batting .286 this season. It's a full count. Can Riley get himself on base? No, he cannot. So a nice quick first inning for us. And Manning will come back out to face Cespedes, who is batting .238, in a slump. And as tends to happen, he's going to get out of that slump with a single. Salvador Perez batting .222 this season to face Manning, and Perez makes it 2-0 as Manning gives him an absolute lolly. And, well, he didn't miss it, did he? 461 feet. And I'm pretty sure that landed in my old backyard in Windsor, Ontario, that one. All right, no one out, and we've got Stephen Kwan to the plate. That name sounds familiar, doesn't it? Another full count. and Kwan draws the walk. Margot now, the centre fielder, batting 230. We did have a look at trading. Oh, it's lined straight to second baseman, and Amaya can't quite turn the double. Yeah, we did have a quick look at Margot as a centre fielder. Ultimately, I decided that Mo Hampton Jr. we'll just give him a chance. So we've got 2 on, 1 out, and this is Matt Manning doing Matt Manning things, unfortunately. There's a strikeout. That's more like it. 2 away. Let's see if we can get out of this now. Conforto comes back in. He's 0 for 1 today. And Conforto... It's 5-0. All right, I think we need to have a talk to Manning here. This is not working out, Matt. We might have to send you back to AAA, I think. So it's a disastrous second inning, and is there any way back for us from here already? You have to wonder. So that gets us out of the top of the second. 5 runs have scored, and Austin Meadows will lead us off, and he's batting 281 this season. It's an 0-2 pitch. Austin Meadows, is that going to loop in for us? No. So that's 1 away. Torkelson now, who is batting 261 this season. It's a 1-0 pitch. Torkelson has hit it. Is that going to drop in? Yes, it is. So a first hit of the game. Torkelson's at first. Cabrera's at the plate. He's batting 287. It's a 2-2 pitch. And he has hit that well. Is that going to drop in? Yes, it is. All right, this is good. 2 on, 1 out. We just need to chip away at this now, don't we? Edmund will come in. Anything but a double play, please, mate. He's batting 251 this season. It's a 1-2 pitch. And he's straight back up the middle for a double play. Oh, stop laughing at me. So it's 5-0. Prato comes in. He's 0 for 1. Is Manning still pitching? He is. And it's a strikeout, 1 away. I wonder if Alt was looking at this, just thinking, well, this game's gone. Let's just keep Manning out there. That is a wonderful catch in left field by Riley Green for 2 away. And Perez now, who absolutely smashed the ball last time up. This time he grounds at the third. Garcia has it over to first. And that ends the top of the third. Still 5-0 we trail. Penengo to the plate, batting 248 this season. A 1-0 pitch. Penengo has popped it up. Centre fielder's union there. That is 1 away. And Dingler now batting 274. An 0-2 pitch. And he gets hit on the 0-2 pitch. So he'll trot himself up to first. And it'll be Amaya coming in 0 for 1 today. A 1-2 pitch. Amaya swings through strike 3. Louis Garcia now, who's 0 for 1. A 2-0. Garcia has popped it up into left field. And there's nothing doing there. And we'll go to the fourth. Still the 5 runs down. Kwan will come in. He walked last time up. A 1-2 pitch. A ground ball. And then out at first. So 1 away for Margot, who is 0 for 1. It's a 2-2 pitch. It's a ground ball to Garcia. Garcia with the arm over to first. And that is 2 away. McKinstry now. He is 1 for 1. A 1-2 pitch. And that is staying in. Penengo is there. Well, he better be there because he's just staying still. And he makes the catch to end the top of the fourth. So other than the second inning, Manning's actually done okay here. Riley Green, it's just a shame that he conceded 5 in that. Full count. Green draws a walk. All right, come on. We just need to chip away at it. Austin Meadows now, who's 0 for 1. An 0-2 pitch. Meadows has popped it up. Left field will make a simple catch there. Runner will stay at first. And Torkelson will come in. Torkelson, of course, 1 for 1 today. And he takes an 0-1 pitch, lines at the first base for 2 away. And now it's Cabrera, who was also 1 for 1. First pitch, there goes the runner, not even close. And we'll go to the 5th with our tails between our legs. And Ronnie Garcia will now come out of the bullpen. He's done well for us again. ERA of 3.38. He just tends to be Mr. I don't want to jinx it, but he does tend to be Mr. Reliable out of the bullpen for us. That is hit to center field for a single. I'm sure it's fine. Conforto now, he is 1 for 2. Of course, that one was a 3-run home run. There goes the runner. Dingler can't stop him. So we'll go with a runner at second and no one out. 1-0 pitch. And just as well, they stole that base because that would have been a double play otherwise. But with 1 away, there's a runner at third. And there's Bobby Witt Jr. at the plate, who is 0 for 2. First pitch swing, and that is going to score a run with 2 away. So that is 6-0 now. Prato, who is 0 for 2. A full count, a line ball. Oh, what a catch! Boy, who was that? Was it the shortstop? I don't know if it was the shortstop or the second baseman, but either Edman or Cabrera, oh, not Cabrera, or Amaya has made an absolutely stunning catch there. Cabrera is the man at the plate. He takes a 2-2 pitch and deposits it in center field's glove. 1 away. Edman now. A 1-0. Edman sends it into left field, and that'll be caught as well. We're just giving them catching practice right now. And it is Penengo, who is also 0 for 1. And he has absolutely leathered that straight back up the middle for a 2-out single. We really need leadoff singles, don't we? All right, Dingler at the plate. He got hit last time up. This time, he launches one straight up in the air. Center field is there for more catching practice, and that'll take us into the 6th, and we are 6-0 down. I mean, we don't look like scoring 1 run right now, never mind 6 of them. Garcia will face Cespedes, an 0-1 pitch, and again it's popped up. Penengo is there, should be simple enough. 1 away. Perez now, who's 1 for 2. A 1-2 pitch, and another strikeout. That is 1 away. 2 away, sorry. 1 strikeout for Garcia. And it's Kwan coming in. An 0-2 pitch. And that is going to drop in front of Cabrera. And Kwan has himself a 2-out single. Margot, 0 for 2, steps up now. A 1-0 pitch. Margot lines it straight to Garcia. Smart catch. And we go to the bottom of the inning. Jacob Amaya, 0 for 2 today. A first pitch swing. Amaya grounds it to third base, and that is out at first. Did I say grounds at the first? He grounded at the third. Garcia comes in now, 0 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. Garcia takes it down the first base line. And is that going to be a double? It should be. So Garcia slides in with a 1-out double. Now, we definitely need to start scoring runs, unless we plan on having one really big inning. Green, who is 0 for 1, steps up. It's a 1-2 pitch. Green has sent that into foul territory, but he's caught in right field. And it is Meadows. I thought this guy was supposed to be terrible. Like, how... I mean, it's on the game. I don't understand on what planet we won that pitching duel when it was Manning against this guy. It's another shutout inning for him. And we go into the 7th. And are we going to be shut out here? McKinstry comes in 1 for 2 to face Garcia. Garcia gives up a leadoff single. No, it's a leadoff double. And, well, that's not ideal. Is that going to do it for him? It is. Ronnie Marinaccio will come in now. Now, he is on 198 career strikeouts. So 2 more, obviously, and he gets to 200. If he could do it this inning, that would be very nice. Ground ball to Garcia. Runner that stays at second, out at first for 1 away. Conforto now, who is 1 for 3. A 1-2 pitch. Conforto strikes out. Marinaccio edged a little bit closer to those 200 career strikeouts. It's a 2-1 pitch on Bobby Witt Jr., and that is well hit, and that'll be a 7th run across the plate. No, it won't. They hold him at third. So runners at the corners, 2 out for Nick Prato, who's 0 for 3. Let's keep the 0. It's a 1-1 pitch. It's a well-hit ball, and it is now 7-0. And we're still going to have runners at the corners as well. Cespedes, who is 1 for 3, comes in. And there's a strikeout. That's number 200. Well done to Marinaccio. We will stretch with our tails between our legs. All right, Torkelson, let's get something going here. He's 1 for 2 today. It's a 2-1 pitch. Torkelson grounds at the third. That'll be 1 away. And I don't think we've been shut out yet, have we? As the Tigers on YouTube. It's almost certainly happening today. We just look completely clueless as Cabrera, more catching practice, to right field this time. In comes Tommy Edman, who's 0 for 2. He takes a 1-1 pitch and launches it straight up for third baseman to catch in foul territory. Another quick inning. And we'll go and have a pitch in the 8th. Marinaccio to face Perez. It's an 0-2 pitch. It's another strikeout. Well done to Marinaccio. He was, of course, an all-star this year, so we do expect some level of professionalism from him. And that is a ground ball. Kwan will be out at first. And Marinaccio will now face Margot. 2 out, no one on. A full count, a ground ball, and that'll do it for the top of the 8th. All right, can we manage ourselves a run here in the bottom of the 8th? We're going to have a new pitcher, Elvis Luciano, to the mound. ERA for him this season is 3.34. Penengo will lead us off. And it's a 2-1 pitch. Penengo hits it well. It's going to drop in. It's going to be a leadoff single. All right, is this the inning that we get ourselves back in this game? Dingler, who's 0 for 1. A first pitch swing. Dingler, it gets away from the catcher, but we won't be advancing. So it's a 2-2 pitch. Dingler strikes out. So that's 1 away. Amaya now, who's 0 for 3. It's a 3-0. He gets himself on base. 2 on, 1 out. Garcia to the plate. He is 1 for 3 today. It's an 0-1 pitch. Garcia, he's hit it. It's deep. It's not deep enough. The runners are backtracking. And we will get a man over to third with 2 away. So we have runners at the corners. It's another new man, Richard Lovelady. That's a great name, isn't it? His ERA is just a smidge over 4. He's going to face Riley Green with 2 on, 2 out. It's a 1-0 pitch. Come on, Riley. It's a left-handed pitcher as well. Riley Green, that is not going to leave the stadium, and that is going to end the 8th, and we are still scoreless. All right, Caleb Ferguson now will come into the game. He'll face McKinstry, who is 2 for 3 today. It's a 2-1 pitch. Come on, Caleb. Sitting down, mate. It's not really what I meant, but I guess if you can't beat them, then hurt them. Nicky Lopez comes in. He's 1 for 3, and now we've walked another one. Ferguson, go away, mate. Go and sit down. Give him a new guy. I want to see the new guy pitch. Conforto takes a 1-1. That could be a double play. There's 1, there's 2. All right, so 2 away with a runner at third for Witt Jr. Now he is 1 for 4 today. It's an 0-1 pitch. Witt Jr. puts it straight up. Penengo is there. And we'll go to the bottom of the 9th, needing 7 runs to keep this one alive. Austin Meadows to lead us off. He is 0 for 3. I mean, everybody's 0 for 3. We'll be 0 for 4. Oh, no, it's an error. Oh, they're choking under the pressure. We've got them right where we want them. Runner at first with no one out. Torkelson at the plate. He's 1 for 3. It's an 0-2 pitch. Torkelson strikes out. Cabrera now, who's 1 for 3. It's another 2-2 pitch. Cabrera strikes out. Down to our final out. Edmund at the plate. He's 0 for 3. It's a 1-2 pitch, and that ends a truly abysmal game. I can't even ask you to like that with a straight face. What a showing. I mean, in truth, we only got out hit, was it 9-6 or something in the end? But I think, well, we need to send Manning down to AAA. He needs to get his season back together. You know, if we compare him to previous seasons, he was on sort of making progress each year. Last season, he was quite solid for us. And this season, he just appears to be going backwards again. So I think the time has come to send him back to AAA. Just let him try and get his mojo back. And then we can, if we need him, which we almost certainly do, we can try and call him back in. Of course, the issue we have is who comes into the starting rotation. Ronnie Garcia has done well, but again, we're looking at a fly ball pitcher with not the greatest movement. I mean, that doesn't really make for a great starting pitcher. Basso is in a similar situation. Fly ball pitcher with not the greatest movement. So, yeah, then we have to start thinking, well, if not them, who is it that comes in to start pitching? You know, and if we go down to Toledo and have a look at who's the starting pitchers, we've got an ERA of 4.58, an ERA of 3.38, so maybe this guy, but again, we've got a fly ball pitcher with not too much movement. Steve Fuentes, it's not really there. I mean, this guy is, well, let's have an actual look at him, I suppose. Let's be fair to him. Fly ball pitcher with a little bit of movement. Maybe is there a chance that we should give him a go? Let's have a look at some of these other numbers here. He's got a whip of 158, which is a little high, really, in AAA to then make a step up to the majors, I would have thought. ERA plus of 86, so he's not really, he's not dominant in AAA yet, so the chance of him coming up and doing well for us in the majors is not great. Adam Wolf, we've seen him in the majors before, and he's down here for a reason. Hernandez, he's young, isn't he? He's not that young. Fly ball pitcher, lack of movement. some of these other numbers here. He's only pitched 13 innings, 2 starts in AAA. So he's had a good start to AAA, but I think it's too soon to be calling him in just yet. So I mean, I'm looking at that. Does Matt Manning just have to stay? Yeah, maybe he does. Maybe that's just a situation we're in. We're just a few starters short. And I mean, even if you look at injuries, Alcantara can come back in. So maybe when he comes back in, Manning can go. But I mean, he's hardly been setting the world alight himself. But anyway, that'll do it for today. I know you haven't enjoyed it. A sympathy thumbs up, and we'll go from there. Now, how long have we got to go this regular season? So that's the end of it there. So what we might do, we've got a series here at Cleveland, and we've got a series here against the White Sox. So what I think we might do is another 5-game series against the White Sox. What I think we might do is whoever is top of the division when we get to sort of this game, if it's the White Sox, then we'll come back for the White Sox. If it's Cleveland, then we'll come back for Cleveland. It's a shorter turnaround, but we're getting to the point of the year now where games matter. Every game matters. We're 6.5 games back of the Guardians. We are a game and a half still clear of the Angels for the wild card. So we can't have many more games like that, though, can we? That was pathetic. And speaking of pathetic, if you haven't seen me trying to drive a Formula One car, maybe give that a look, and you might get a bit of a laugh out of it. Take care.